budge.
Damn newcomers.
You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around.
Ugh, I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
Stay alert. Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
Come closer, trouble.
You're some kind...
Yes, my dear, yes.
Really? Like...
Not so fast, newcomer. I see.
Alright, how much?
Your money has no value here, and I'll make it easier for you.
Let's hear what my...
Good. The sea will be generous in the coming days.
I don't think I fall.
I see old and new. A hard heart against an iron will. Whoever wins. And tall pillars, circled by the dead.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Que isso? Que barulho foi esse? Isso foi do jogo.
Welcome to Under the Keel.
Bye.
What the? Get the... Oh.
The door won't budge.
The port is closed by order of Robert Throgmorton. Back off. I've said everything I know.
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer. And keep your hands where I can see them.
So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots. Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong. There's something in the pocket. The blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far. The door won't budge. One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate. One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
Got a spare bullet, fella?
Stay alert. Monsters
How
lurk
Mr.
underground.
Carpenter's food
They're
give away with
everywhere.
this darn port closure.
I've seen some
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from this. If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun handy. And if you want to remember, better to be a coward and live than brave.
I'm looking for a man by the name of...
Yeah, even if I...
Robert Throgmorton hired me to investigate his son's disappearance. I found the note about your... It looks like Lewis murdered Robert's kid.
What?
Don't what me. At best, you're harboring a criminal. At worst, tell that to Mr. Throgmorton.
No. No. Throg. Lewis is upstairs. Here's the key.
Smart man. There's your good deed for the day. Bye.
What the? Get the... Oh. Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Throg. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
What kind of... why do you... your face, it's,
Oh, so you're here to attack me just because I look different to you? Wanna spit on me, whisper to your friends? What's new?
no, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to ask.
Innsmouther's bodies were blessed by the sea. You're gonna see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who we are.
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
Start at the beginning.
If he'd listened to me, we'd all still...
Come on, Lewis.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us.
You mentioned Yeah, a newcomer.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines, and there's the Carpenters who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods who share kin with Innsmouthers.
And let me guess.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the...
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to have mercy, please.
I won't tell him. Everyone seems to agree there's been an outbreak of Plus, that said, the port's...
Hide here, I guess.
I'll make something up to tell Throgmorton.
Thank you again, sir. I won't... Please, I told you the truth, I swear.
Mr. Throg,
What? I don't...
some unusual
You've seen a wild beast, Mr. Reed. I'm somewhat surprised. I've commissioned a few studies on them, but we know little more than when we started.
Yeah. Well,
Try to avoid them when possible.
Mr. Throgmorton.
No.
Yeah. I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse.
No.
I've tracked down your son's murderer.
Where? Who is he?
I tracked the murderer down, but he was attacked by those things. It was that Innsmouther fisherman, Lewis. He was covered in your son's blood. That may have attracted the beasts.
Are you certain the body is his?
Beyond any doubt. All that's left of him is a heap of flesh and this scrap of cloth. It's from his jacket. Just ask his friends.
Alas, this was my revenge to exact, not some wild beast's. Something must be done about those pests. Still, justice has been served. This isn't closure, but at least I know now the story. Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but...
Yes, you've earned it. Okay, to think and do, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you to...
I'm looking into an outbreak of erratic behavior.
Indeed. Then our goals align. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that...
Geological expedition?
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
You mentioned the flood.
You weren't here, Mr. Reed.
Do these cases of...
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture. A sleeping giant.
Her words exactly. She proposed...
As your expedition...
I do...
You think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert...
It does.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on.
What about my
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. I'll also include a fair advance, and the dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know...
I'll give you the address of the
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throgmorton. I just meant the more
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all... When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove.
crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brothers. No matter how much of this I chug down, the visions always return. Never again, they say. Never again, they say. Makes this place feel more like home. I miss Boston already. The door won't budge. The door won't budge.
Finally, you're awake. Gotta tell you, though, mister, you want to stay on here, you stop making all that noise.
Noise? What noise are you talking about?
I expect my guests to be respectable. Moans, chanting.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah? Well, next time it happens,
You're not exactly friendly with your guests.
all these newcomers after the flood, they're
What do you mean?
You can't imagine the crazy notes and books I find after they move out.
Can I have a look?
I knew it. I tell you, no one sane would be.
problem.
Look for your sins. Repent. Shame. White. Discovery.
Stop it!
I'm watching you, newcomer.
Caralho, cara.
Hey, knock it off!
Patient or visitor? Hold on. Let Dr. Grant guess.
A visitor. Though you are a bit pale.
My head? No complaints, I'm good.
Well, you're the exception these days. We're simply overflowing with patients.
It looks like hard work in these conditions. You need a hand?
Well, yes, actually. But it may result in close contact with the wiles. Is that going to be a problem?
I'm prepared to face men and...
I can see it in your eyes. Well, I have taken it upon myself. One concerns the multi-handed creatures, and the...
What have you found out?
One of my patients saw them in his nightmares before the flood. I can't visit him, but he must know something. Here's his address.
Those hideous wretches seem almost human. But what could turn...
Jim Bells, a patient of mine, was admitted to hospital with symptoms resembling cholera. Here's the address.
Bye.
Oh, my stomach. I ain't never eaten leeches ever again, no sir.
Scratch me. Please, please, just here. This itching is driving me insane.